Please don't. Oh god, wow, what a transition. Well, I didn't get to finish my Huaso's song. Hi Mar, welcome. No, please. I mean, I said I like to dance, so it's like I want to do a cool TikTok dance, not just a lame gritty dance. So welcome in. Sorry, that was I am very new to everything, so I am just trying to call poor KY. I guess I will make a chat command for you in a bit. Welcome. How's your exam? Cole, what would you like your chat command to be? I'll do that right now. Well, welcome everyone. No way this man just tells me he wants a chat command and doesn't tell me what he wants for it. Alright, Reed or Ginny and I defer to both of you, or else Cole cannot choose what he wants for his command, or I will just say he is stinky and doesn't shower. Bye bye, Cole. And thank you for lurking, and thank you Park for lurking. You left Cole, so I don't know. You said you wanted chat command, so if you're not gonna be here, I'll choose it for you. No. Make one for Reed? No. Hi Lily, thank you for lurking. Stinky, smelly, cool. Got it. Commands. Add. Exclamation. Cole. He doesn't shower. Confirm. If it's stinky, smelly, Cole, I will never come back to. But it's not stinky. Thank you, Canny. Thank you, Canny. Thank you for the lurks. It's not stinky, smelly, Cole. It says he doesn't shower. Addie, my love, welcome. Hello. So technically, Cole, you can't leave. You said you would lurk if it said stinky, smelly, Cole. 0 to 5 stars. Hi Addie, how's your day? 5 stars. Sorry, that intro was so bad. Hi. Did you work today? You're still at work, girl. Dang. Go you. I respect that. And Park, I forgot to mention earlier, hello. And then hi Sush, and then hi sister. And welcome to Mar. And then Lily. Oh wait, shoot. I gotta lurk for Lily too. Gotta support the queen. What's up, Drew? How's it going? Hold on, I gotta lurk Lily. I know she's streaming. Wait, oh here she is. Oh, lurk. Okay, way good. I'm good, thank you. I'm so tired. I went to the gym at 5 a.m. this morning for the first time. So it was a huge accomplishment. But yeah, so today we're actually not gonna be playing games. You know, that's actually a good transition. We're actually not playing games, Read. Today we are actually going to continue. Every Monday we're going to be talking about a mental health topic. And I'm inviting a special guest every time. Lame. You suck, Read. What kind of mod are you? Yeah, I did gym. So we'll see. It's one of my challenges this week to come at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm exhausted right now, but I was like, this stream is important to me and it's something I want to do. It is at 5 a.m. I know it's quite rough, but you know what? I did shower, Read. I indeed did shower. So I am not smelly. And there was actually like 12 people at the gym this morning, so it was pretty good. Thank you. But yeah, if you are tuning in, welcome. Sorry again for the rough intro. The music just kind of cut out because I transitioned too fast. But welcome. If you were here last week, Sush and I were talking about generational trauma in regards to mental health and things like that. And this week, we're going to be talking about friendships. And I brought my lovely best friend, AJ. Some of you know him, aka Moxie. So yeah, Drew, that's what I'm saying. But here's my best friend. Here he is, one and only. This is AJ, aka Moxie ampersand. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, Ginny. I don't think. Yep, I realized that. Thank you. And then Ginny just hopped in too. Hello, sister.
Got nosebleed at work.
Oh no.
Just kidding, I did. It's not really nosebleed.
Okay.
It's pain. Bye.
Hello. Ginny just hopped in too.
Bye.
Hi.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Reset my grandma.
Don't call me grandma. Grandson. That's weird. Okay, bye.
Reed, can you hear AJ?
Hello, this is me. I'm talking. No audio.
I realized that too as I was talking. I was like, oh shoot, I have to increase the audio. There's other things that I'm still figuring out. But
Can you hear me now, Reed?
yeah, he said he can.
Okay.
And I'm looking at now. I can see you. But welcome. This is the best
Thank you.
friend.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, look at compliment on how cute his sweater is and his Pikachu
gosh.
in the background. And his fancy can.
There's a burrito over there, if you can see it.
Is that a inflatable burrito?
Yeah, there's an inflatable burrito, and then there's a parole.
See, you get a combination of winter.
We're multicultural over here.
The burrito and the and the
Yeah.
parole.
Yeah, a little bit of Mexican culture, a little bit of Filipino culture.
There you go.
You know, that's me.
AJ, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a very scuffed layout for today, minus Sush. If you were here last week, Sush was fake Coco, but now we actually have things and people and faces. So
Yes.
we're slowly upgrading. The audio, not so much, but you know, we're doing things. So again, just to recap, you know, the goal of this is just for us to kind of just talk about a new, you know, topic on mental health, and I'm bringing in a friend that can relate to that in some sort of way, who can share their experiences, and just hopefully someone here can relate. And if no one does or no one listens to it, that's a-okay. It's just kind of here for, I don't know, me and AJ to also just bond too and just create the memes, even if there's no people watching. And
No,
if you,
I think what you're doing is great, Jess. I think it's awesome that you're like putting yourself out there, and then I think it's great that you're specifically doing this for yourself. I think that's like such a good motivator.
I was honestly like looking forward to this because it was funny, after I did last week with Sush, the rest of the week really sucked.
Oh,
The rest of the week really sucked.
it's behind you now. You know, we can look forward. This week will be better. If last week sucked, you can only go up, right?
Yeah. Yes. It wasn't the lowest point, but it was definitely rough. So, and it was funny because I was talking to Celine, who was in the stream last week, and they related to a lot of the stuff that we talked about last week, and actually used some of the advice that Sush and I were
good.
talking. So
Cute.
I was glad that at least helped one person get through the week. So
I think that's all you can ask for, right? As long as you can help one person.
yeah, and that's what I'm like really like excited for at the end of the day, is just like, I don't know, it's just nice to start the week on a positive note, you know?
Yeah, look at you, best friend, doing things.
I'm doing things. It's fun. So fun fact, it looks like AJ and I are like on Discord right now, which we are, but he can't see me because for some reason my Discord camera, so it looks like we're interacting with each other, but like he doesn't know what I look like, but I know how he looks like. So
Oh, I have your stream open to the side. It's weird because your like lips are delayed to what you're actually saying. So it's
shoot.
like my brain is like trying to like put it all together.
That's so funny.
which isn't helping because I'm drinking right now.
What are you drinking?
Tonight's drink is Topo Chico, a hard seltzer, a hard spiked sparkling water.
What flavor
Exotic
is it?
Pineapple.
Pineapple? That sounds good. Well,
You're not allergic to pineapple, right?
no, just strawberries. So it's I can have pineapples all day. So
You know what? Before we get into the topic, small talk.
yeah.
Sush and I were talking about like doing like a test run for like some sort of escape room murder mystery, because you and I were talking about doing an escape room murder mystery
Yes.
for your birthday,
Uh-huh.
and I think that would be really cool. I think we should do a test run, maybe if we could find a weekend in April or whatever. I think that would be really cool. And then the murder mystery would be like something about a strawberry.
What the
Like who killed Jess with the strawberry?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, it'd be like Clue. It'd be like Clue. You know, it's like it was the strawberry in the bathroom by Mr. Green or something like that.
That'd be really funny.
Right?
Who is their Discord alerts on? I shouldn't, but let me double check.
I've never heard my Discord alerts in like a year and a half, so I don't think it's me. But
It could be me, but it's on streamer mode, so it shouldn't make a sound.
yeah, here, let me turn on my streamer mode, I guess.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I haven't heard my Discord notifications in a year and a half, so there's like no way.
Reed
There's
said
escape
there's
room.
an escape. Oh yeah, you read it.
So Reed says there's an escape room exactly like what I described in Appleton. But wait, what did he describe? Or does he mean what I described?
I'm assuming it's what you describe. We have to figure out who done it and how.
I think that'd be really fun. And I want to do that. I want to recreate it, and I want to like make our friends like, you know, play in it or something.
I'd be down. I like games. I like murder mysteries. You and I are very close on keyboard. Reed, I have no idea what you're talking about.
He
right
means
now.
like the actual like keys. You and I. Like the letters U and I, if you look, are actually like right next to each other on the keyboard.
Are you throwing pickup lines?
Hey, yo!
Is this the people at your school? No.
No, he's saying he mistyped.
Honestly, if that was an accident, this is a pretty good pickup line. It's like, did you know you and I are pretty close on the keyboard? That'd be super cute. Reed's like, actually.
Oh wait, did I mute myself? Oopsies.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah, it's picking up for...
Okay.
This is not a good pickup line? Okay, well, Reed, you never like anything I say, so I don't think it counts. Alrighty. Well, for those of you who are not familiar with AJ... Oh, hey Park, how's it going? Does beauty run in your family with you and Gabe? Thank you. Sheesh. I mean, I'm not the oldest one. I'm like the middle one among my family. But thank you. It's you know what? My mom actually, another side tangent. My mom has been showing like skincare routines, and she follows this one lady that's like, if you do this, I will make you 20 years younger. So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, if I follow that routine, I'm gonna be 7. That makes me sound like a keyboard warrior. You could be whatever you want to be, Reed. I support you. So.
Yeah, dude, it's 2023. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, you could be the mouse warrior if you want.
You can be a table if you'd like.
Bags. All right, for the friends who are not familiar with AJ, as I mentioned, he is my best friend. Before we go into like more serious topics, AJ, you want to share with the people how we met and how long I've known you for?
Honestly, I was gonna ask you.
Oh shoot!
No, okay.
Wait a second. This is I'm asking the questions.
I think so. We both went to university together. And my freshman year, I was like living in the sophomore freshman dorm because you're a year ahead of me. So I think, did we meet in like No, you know what? We met at like the AMU, which was like it was kind of like the commons area, or like this middle part, like this middle building, and it had. I think you came up to me and I was like having lunch or something, and I had headphones in. I did not expect some like cute Asian girl to like walk up to me.
Guys, come on.
So you like came up to me and like I think you thought that I was Filipino, and you were right.
Oh, I definitely knew you were Filipino.
Oh yeah. I mean, Rianne, like I think Rianne knew too, like because I was like moving in and she said the same thing. But like both of you guys mentioned me like joining the Filipino Cultural Club by Nihan, and I think we went to like some sort of picnic or something at Francis's place, and then like we like talked there, and then like we danced and stuff, or like whatever, or like we like hung, or like we did cultural dances, like not like danced together, but I mean I'm sure we did. But I think it was like really after fact, like we really like we started hitting it off. Fact being like in Champaign, it was like some sort of Filipino gathering, like between like all of the colleges and stuff. I remember like talking to you after fact, and then like just like feeling like a real closeness to you. So then like I started like leaning on you as like a friend and stuff, and then like and then I'm pretty sure that's like how it went and how we got close.
Yeah.
Is that how you remember it?
Yeah, I think when we were in the AMU, sort of like a little cafeteria area, I was with Jean, who was my I was a sophomore at this point. She was my freshman year roommate, and I think we were having lunch, and Celine, speaking of Celine, we're talking about how AJ and I met. Thank you for the lyric, Addie. Oh, kamusta ka, bunsos and bunso maxi. Oh. Thanks, Kuya Park.
Yo.
Yeah, so we were eating lunch, and then it was Jean. Jean was like, hey, I think that kid over there is Filipino. We should invite him to the welcome back picnic. And I was like, okay, are you gonna do it? And then she's like, no, are you going to do it? And I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So I went up, and that's how essentially what just happened. And it's funny because then I saw you I think I saw you first in the elevator at Mishuda, which was our residence hall at the time. So then I was just like, oh, I've seen you before. And then we just like kept running into each other. So it just worked out.
And like for our other best friend, because we're a trio, DJ, he'll always like remember it. I don't remember it like this, but he swears to God, like I met him in the elevator, and he swears like talking to me or like something, like or like just like being like really friendly, like giving me like some pleasantries. He's like, oh, how are you, or like whatever, and he swears on his life that I just didn't respond to him. No headphones or anything. I was just like cold. Didn't say a word to him, but lo and behold, you know, first impressions aren't everything, and now I'm best friends with both you and DJ.
It's funny how things work out. Trust Jean to spot the Filipinos. Yes, I think trust any Filipino to spot Filipinos.
Yeah.
Should start a podcast. I don't know. We'll see.
We
talked about it a lot for fun. Sush wants to start one, so who knows if. Even if, again, like I said, even if no one watches it, I'm already having fun, and it's only been like, sheesh, it's already been 20 minutes? What the heck?
It's already been 20 minutes?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Jesus.
Man, you're not going to make that 9 o'clock bedtime.
No, I already gave up at this point. Last night, I actually slept at 10:20, so I still did pretty good. So if I could sleep around there, then I should be fine. So
you went to bed at 10:20, woke up at like 4 to go to the.
Oh yeah, I woke up at 4:20.
God bless.
Yeah, I woke up at 4:20, like actually. So.
But yeah, I think we remember it pretty similarly.
I think so. Yeah, more or less the same. Reed went to
Yeah.
bed at 3:30. What the heck? Woke up an hour after you.
I'm dead.
Alrighty. Well, let's get into some questions. So I know like the forefront of this whole thing is kind of to talk about like mental health, and then people are like, how can I talk about mental health and friendships? I actually have 3 different kind of areas that we could talk about, but I guess my first question for you is like, what do you think of when I kind of put mental health and friendships together?
I've always thought of like mental health and friendships as like a support system. I think friendships are a support system for your mental health. Like if you're having a great time, it's only gonna get better with friends. And then if you're having a bad time, obviously, they're there to like pick you up when you're down. They're there to give you advice when you need it. That's how I've always associated mental health and friendships, because that's how I've always used mental health and friendships. Is like whenever I've needed you for something, I always go to you for advice. Whenever I've needed like DJ or whatever, you know.
When you say that's like the same with like how your friendships have been in like the past, when you say like say high school or even like growing up as a kid.
Oh hell no! Sorry, excuse me. Heck no, because it's like I think I was a completely different person in both like grade school and in high school. I think I like valued like some like really superficial things, like being friends with everyone, or like how people viewed me, or like popularity and stuff like that. So in like grade school and in high school, I just like wanted friends to have friends. But it was different like once I got to college. And I started to realize like that stuff like doesn't matter. At least as much as you think growing up. And like it sounds so cliche, and I feel like it's like what you're taught like watching like Disney original movies and stuff like that. It's like it's not about the how many friends you have, it's the friends that you do have. But I didn't like really realize that until I got to university and like got to like meet you and DJ and like everyone else that I met at Bai Nihan.
Yeah, I agree. I was like always, I wouldn't say jealous, but maybe jealous in the sense like you see like in TV shows, like, you know, there's like the trio, or there's like the girl with like their one best friend, or like the girl and guy who like were best friends and fall in love. And I was like, I don't think I have anyone like growing up where I was like, oh yeah, like that's my best friend that I would like be with like every single time. Thanks for the lurk, Staffa. So that was something like I struggled with, because it's like you literally see that like in TV and movies and things like that. So I never really came to the point of calling someone my best friend until I met both of you and DJ in college. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, me too. Because I think a lot of people, I think most people go to college and they like change and grow up. So when I did, my definition of like friendship, or like my values as a friend, or what I value in friendship, changed.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny you mentioned that. Maybe I was taking a more like not positive approach with the topics I had.
Yeah, sure.
But
I could go negative, I guess. It's just the opposite of what I said, though, I think.
No. But actually, it just like connects, because you know the third point I had in relation to that, it was just like, I think what you said, like, you know, we lean to our friends for like support, and like, you know, we know that they'll always be there for us to some sort of extent. But I think there's like times too, especially like in college, or even like now as like an adult, that like we kind of go through our own things and our own struggles. But you know, that feeling like, oh, I don't want to tell my friends or burden my friends with like what I'm going through, because you know, you don't want to dump that to someone else, you know. I
think we've all like felt that, where we just don't want to be a burden to the people that we like love, because it's like, I think part of it is like you have like the fear of rejection, because it's like, oh, what if they don't take it well, or like what if this is like the one time that they can't help me, or it's just like, it's always kind of like a downer, bringing other people down, like a negative subject or like a sad subject. So I think in our heads it makes like a lot of sense. But if you ask like any of your like true, genuine friends, they would much rather be there for you every step of the way. Whether it's like a small problem, a big problem, a serious problem, they want to know the truth and they want to be there. And like I think people just kind of and like me 100%, like we just kind of have to like get over those like preconceived notions of like, this is sad, I don't want them to be sad because I made them sad. No, yes, you will make them sad because you're going through a hard time, but it will also make them really happy that you trust them enough to be honest with them and like to let them in, you know.
Sorry, Artsy says, hello, you two cuties.
Hey. Heyo. Long time no talk, Artsy. Hope you're well.
Yeah, I agree. I think even now it's just like, or I don't know, maybe now it's a little bit different. Definitely in college, I was like, oh man, I like want to like talk through and get advice from people, but at the same time it's just like, well, I don't want to be like that person that like, or I don't want people to see me like, oh man, just the sad girl has some sad things to share again, just or like or be that person that's just like has drama or things like that. We miss you too, Artsy.
And yeah, no, I think that totally makes sense. You don't want to like be that person, but also in like even now being like a full-fledged adult, sometimes you'll like hop on Facebook and you'll see like these instances of like perfect moments in people's life, like
yes,
people are engaged, or people are like to get like a promotion at a new job or like whatever, you know, and you're just like, man, dude, you start like comparing yourselves to those people and just like, that sucks, or like I'm just not there, you know.
Right. So
and I think it's like
Oh no, go ahead.
I think it's like all a part of like I think it's normal to feel that way, but I think you also have to realize that it's like a negative mindset, and like you can feel those feelings. I think it's important to feel your feelings, but to like, you know, get over it and kind of realize what your like actual situation is. Right.
Yeah, I think like, you know, that your friends like support you again, like to a certain extent, but you know, continuing to like complain or like express those, obviously, yeah, feel like what you feel, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything until you take action. But we'll talk about action steps and things like that in just a bit. Park said, so back in the 90s and early 2000s, I was always outside. Even in Army, I spent a lot of time learning to develop grit, not care about competition, and my mental health is amazing now. Park, we love that. So
yeah,
AJ and I, we clearly don't get outside enough.
We don't touch grass. Dude.
Yeah, we don't touch grass, but I'm glad that you're always outside. I know lots of people our age in like the 20s like are just so, I don't know, they're just super into like hiking and doing outdoorsy stuff. I have a lot of allergies, but I want to do more of that. I know, AJ, you've been talking about how you wanted to do more outdoorsy things too.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, just reconnecting with nature is really fun. My family went out to like, I can never remember where Yellowstone Park is. I can't remember if that's like Montana or Wyoming. But I don't know, there's just like something beautiful reconnecting with nature. Renzo and I like sat on like this like really big like rock. It was just flat. And we just sunbathed and we just took in like the sights and the sounds, which was just like actually just like really peaceful and quiet. So I don't know, for some people like that's like a good release, and I think for me like being close to water is like how I either relax or like I recenter my mental health, you know.
Park, OMG, you're both in 20s. Yes, are like more like mid. Park, don't feel bad, we are closer to our 30s than it looks like, where I am not in my teens anymore.
You'll still get carded though, like if you're like mid-30s, you'll still get carded.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Me being a homebody, same Drew, I'm very homebody. You prefer walking. Hi Shiro, how are you? Welcome in. I also
Shout out
prefer
Celine.
walking. Yes,
Yeah,
and shout
Celine
out
also
to
likes being
Celine.
by water. I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Celine literally just went hiking over the weekend, or like in
Oh, yeah.
like. I don't think I. How do you feel about hiking? I think hiking's fine. I just don't want to like climb mountains. But most of the places I've been to have like stairs nowadays. So
Yeah, for like whenever I have gone hiking, there's like a path that you can follow, and it's like there's like inclines, declines, and like there are sometimes different levels of it. And it's like it's like what you make of it. If you want to go for like a really difficult hike, you know, like work up a sweat, you can do that. Or if you just like want to do like a really casual one and see like the sights, like you can do that too. But like usually like I'm with Renzo, and Renzo and I like see like a tree to go climb, or we like see like a path that's not like really a path, so then we'll go get lost in the forest somewhere.
oh, I don't think the two of us would want to get lost in the forest. I cannot navigate my way back.
No, yeah, thank God for Renzo. His sense of direction is.
We'll also have Celine tag along. They said put me anywhere near a body of water and I'm content.
Me too.
Park, you're about to turn 38. Park, if you are Asian, just like subtract 10 years. You're pretty much 28. And then that means
For
AJ and
real?
I are like in our teens then. Maybe not, but we're still legal age.
Sometimes people see Renzo, who's my younger brother. He's like what year is it? 23. So he's 20. He's 23 years old right now, and people still think that I'm the younger brother. And I'm like, what? Like, I like thank you for thinking that, but like, no.
Some people think Janine is older than me. She's also like younger sister, but I think with just like how she carries herself.
I think so too for Renzo. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just because I don't know. Maybe I'm just a kid.
Dude, I'll always be young at heart. I don't care how old I am. I'll always be like the class clown.
No, Drew, it's honestly facts. -10 if you're Asian is like actually facts. Like my mom, she's like 55 or something. She could still pass as 40s.
100% she could. You kidding me? There are like people, like American people that walk up to my mom and they're like, "Man, dude, you've got 2 kids in their 20s? Like what?" Like they think that she's like late 30s. Like God bless. Like I mean, like look at this skin. Like look at it. Like Asian don't raise them, bro.
There you go, work it. Park said, "Tell Moxie to speed walk 12 miles with me and 35 pounds on back."
I mean, doesn't sound like the worst thing I've ever done. I think the worst thing I've ever done was like a half marathon and not actually running 13 miles in preparation. I think speed walking with 35 pounds doesn't sound like the worst thing I've ever done. Would I try it right now? No.
Park, you can get a walking buddy.
Give me a couple months to prep.
Shiro, if there's a hill in my way, I'll just walk around it. That's actually facts. I think that's like the Miso Jess way. It's just like if there's something in my way, I will take the least path, like the path of least resistance. So
That sounds like a good like mental health advice thing.
which it's funny because we're only 30 minutes in, so we won't get to that. But maybe I'll bring it back. So oh, I have a good analogy for that too. BRB food time. All right, Park. Enjoy your dinner,
Thanks
lunch.
for coming.
12 miles per time. I've done 60-pound sprints for 1 hour and 42 minutes. Park, I'm gonna die.
That would legit be the hardest thing I've ever done. You win, King. You got it, Kuya. You win.
Kuya Park is the winner. I lost our train of thought. We went through it. We somehow went to hiking.
It was like some sort of analogy, or you were talking about it, or you were about to hit us with an analogy right now about the hill.
Oh no! I was gonna save that for later at the end.
Oh.
So it'll be in my brain. I have it there. So but yeah, no, it's interesting, like with friends and being able to like use them as support. Actually, the 2 other points that I had is that for people who struggle with like not having friends, or like they're in friendships that are like really, really toxic, and it's like, well, they don't have anyone else, or like they don't know how to get out of like a toxic friendship, whether it's like one person or a group of people. And I'm fortunate enough that I never had to experience that. I've obviously felt loneliness, but never like super toxic friends where I'm just like, I don't know how to leave this situation.
Yeah, I think it's like a really interesting topic. Like, I feel like people always talk about toxic relationships,
Right,
but it's always
right.
in a romantic relationship. It's never in the sense of like my relationships with my friends are toxic. So I think this is like a really important talking point that people just don't like, realize that it's a thing. I think for the first part, for people who struggle with friendships, it's hard, right? Because I think naturally we are social beings. Humans just like want to be with humans, or I mean, humans want to be with somebody or something. So, and like for any like of the lone wolves out there, you're wrong. I've done it. It doesn't work.
Right.
So like it was for a personal experience, like I was in this hyper social environment when we went to university together. We had Bayanihan. It was a small campus. I had like the best friends that I have ever made in my entire life, people that I will keep for the rest of my life. It was like a super like hyper social environment for my first 2 years of college. Then I transferred out to like a college where it was like suburban. People didn't like stay around for like college activities. It was like a complete like shift. Like even the student population, I think, is like half or like smaller than what it was when at like our original university. So like just like having like both my support system and like my like form of entertainment, quote unquote, or like the people that I would seek out entertainment with, like kind of uprooted, was like an absolute like shocker. There were probably like legitimate like weeks for like 2 years where I would use like less than 50 words a week, just because like I like lacked anyone to like really socialize with. So it was like super hard for like those 2 years. But I think for people who do struggle with making friends or finding friends, what I did and what worked for me was finding, and I think this is like the most simplest kind of advice, but it's like finding people that you share something in common with. So I have always loved games. I will be getting like tattoos of games on my body at some point. So I went out to like a board game store and I started playing games, and I started finding like my support group there. Like those were people that maybe are like a little bit more superficial, and I didn't feel comfortable going to for like the deeper things, but I was still able to fill that void of like loneliness with people that I shared something in common with, because of it was just easier to talk to them, right? There's like a gateway, or like there's like a really easy icebreaker, because there's like that shared knowledge. We would talk about games that we both played or like whatever, and like I slowly like grew out a community there. And then I think we see that same thing in like the Discord. We have like a Discord with like all of our friends, right? And like we meet randoms, but like we become good friends with them because we share something in common with those people. And I think that's just the easiest way for people who do struggle with making friends or finding people, is just like, I don't know, go on the internet. There's got to be Facebook groups for whatever you're into, hiking groups.
Dude, that just makes us sound old. Go to find a Facebook group.
I know. Maybe it's not like the best example, but it's like they have like dating apps, and you can make it clear when you do your dating app. It's like if you're just looking for friendship, or if you're like looking for like romantically. If you're literally just looking for friendships, like I found people through dating apps that just like want to hang out because they're just looking for friends, right?
Right.
Go through your dating apps. There's like video game dating apps. There's like dating apps for your sexuality or whatever. You can make it clear that, hey, this is just a friendship thing.
Yeah.
There's like so many ways, you know?
Yeah, Drew said that's kind of why I came to Twitch, not gonna lie. And I know lots of the people who are in the chat right now, like, well, Artsy, I met Artsy literally through Twitch because I was, this sounds so sad, because I love all of my male best friends in my life. But I really like was craving for female friendship, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like try talking to just people in like chats. And this was like oh gosh, like almost a year ago, right, Artsy? So I
It's
was.
gotta be over a year at this point.
It feels like over a year, but actually, I don't know. Whenever the day Artsy cried on her stream, it was maybe like a month or two ago, and it said we were approaching our 1 year. So, but I was really into Dead by Daylight, and then I joined like a Discord server. No, Artsy, you're not stinky. Shush. So then,
Artsy is so stinky.
no,
Stinky.
that was Crunch. Crunch, hello. I miss you, Crunch. But yeah, no, I was literally just looking for like, you know, just people to talk to. And then when Artsy said she wanted to play Valorant, I was like, oh, I play Valorant. I don't really play DVD as much. So that's how I got connected, because I was like, I just really wanted to find other like female friends. And, you know, other folks here like Park, Drew, I know a lot of them were connected with like Gabe's stream and like other people, and I'm sure they got connected with other people, and it just like keeps kind of going down, and I just kind of hopped in. That stream was last week. No shot that was last week. That felt like ages ago. There's no way time just goes that fast. What the heck? But yeah,
I mean, even for us, right? Like what we shared in common was just that we have like the same culture, right?
Right.
I'm sure there have to be like cultural groups for, I don't know, that just like exist in like people's neighborhoods or communities that they just don't know about yet, and like we connected through like dance and, you know, just like
Right.
whatever. And then I see Celine mentions Bumble BFF has actually been really useful in finding friends in adulthood. And I think like that's like a perfect example of like not a dating app but like a friendship app. I think that's like something that should be like advertised. I think that's amazing.
I don't know if you remember Courtney from our school.
Courtney, you like Gook?
Yes, without calling out her real name. But
Oh, sorry.
I mean, she's out here, but gonna lurk for a bit. No problem. Thank you, Artsy, for hopping in. You're a part of Pinoy culture. Yes. Anyone who is associated with a Filipino is automatically Filipino in my book. So
Yeah, Filipino adjacent. And then
Right.
once you become Filipino adjacent, you become a part of the family. And once you become a part of the family, then you got friends for life.
there you go. Yeah. Drew, the same thing is for you. Same with Artsy. Sush is also an adjacent Filipino who's pretty much more Filipino than me at this point. Yes, Reed, that includes you. Little Wisconsin boy.
We'll have to have him try. He might get his Filipino card revoked though, because dude, if he doesn't eat the pancit, he don't like the pancit, dude. It's over.
Yeah, if Reed doesn't like the Filipino food, you out.
Yeah, revoke that card, bro.
Shoot, I totally lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Oh gosh. Chat, help us.
Oh,
Courtney.
Thanks to lead you, the homie. Yeah, Courtney used Bumble BFF, and it's funny because when I was going through, kind of also like you, after I left college for a bit, and I was going my depression of like not having anyone with me. I was alone back at my house with my parents. Everyone was still up in college because the people in my grade were still doing like grad school or just living in Milwaukee. And then like my boyfriend was there like with his class, and he's like partying like every weekend and stuff. So I'm just like at home, and I'm like on my bed. I'm like, I need friends, and I didn't know anything about Twitch, so I looked at Bumble BFF very, very briefly, but I don't know, I'm just not really like fond of like, I don't know, like dating apps or app like things. But maybe that's something you can touch on too. It's like, yeah, we can find like all these different things, but what about people who are just like nervous, like take the extra step, you know?
I think for people, I think no matter what it is, whether it's going to the gym, whether it is like acquiring some sort of new skill, whether it's making friends, the first step is always just taking that step, or like some form of action. Like you tried Bumble BFF, you found out it doesn't work for you. You know that it doesn't work for you, but at least you tried, right? There isn't to say something won't come from it. Maybe you have to like go in person, right? Because I never tried Bumble BFF. I legit drove down to like Tinley Park. I drove like up to Naperville. I drove over to Mokina. Like I was going to like all over Illinois to find like a shop where I feel like I could like you know, feel at home, that I like the people and stuff. And like I was ready to just give up. But then I found this place in New Lenox over like by Joliet, and I found like people that I really enjoyed their company, and like now we're like friends for, I can't say that we're necessarily as close as I am with like you guys, but I mean they're people that I like hold in really high regard. They're people that I still see like pretty often, honestly.
How was that like first experience of like you going into like a shop and just like anyone want to play with me?
So it's kind of weird, right? I think it's like the onus is really on like both the community at the shop and the shop owner. I don't think the initiative should ever be on the new kid, the quote unquote new kid, because they're already stepping out of their comfort zone to go somewhere new. And friendships work the same way, right? Friendship should never be like this 75-25 or like this 100-0 sort of relationship. I think friendships, you got to meet somewhere in the middle, right? So this new person, they're like going out there. Me, I'm going out there. I'm like trying to find like a place. I found a place. So then it's on like the shop owner to like, you know, like warm me up. And then it's on like the community members to be like friendly and like you know, make those sort of relationships and like give me a reason to come back, you know? Like that's the 50-50. For me personally, I am pretty extroverted, so it's like not hard for me to like talk to people. So it's kind of like it almost feels like unfair, right? Because I think I make friends with people easily. I think I talk to people easily. I don't know. I work in customer service, so I'm talking to strangers all the time. I have a degree in communications, like so. Talking is like a thing I can do. Talking is fine, but for people who struggle a little bit more with meeting strangers or like putting themselves out there, you should be proud. Like be proud that you're even trying, because sometimes trying is the hardest part. And then realize that just like a friendship, like, you know, there are good people out there and they will take care of you. You just got to go, you know, put yourself out there first. Take that first step.
Sorry, so I didn't get to comment. Laura is also more Filipino than me at this point. Yes, and my mom loves Laura. Reed said that's kind of how it is right now for me in college. All my close friends are either back in Appleton, Madison, or across the country, so nowhere near Reed.
So that's a question that I could ask you. Because I've never been very good at. I can make a lot of friends, but I can never keep a lot of friends. What do you do to try to keep those friends, or like, do you? I think it's like, because I struggle with keeping friends or keeping like long distance friendships. What do you do to in those like kind of relationships?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the longest time, I go through my own journey of things, which, you know, maybe I'll talk about my personal mental health journey at some point later down the line. But I think it's like what you were mentioning in the beginning. It's just like us as people, whether like we prefer to be alone or not, like we still crave people in our lives, you know? So when I was feeling lonely after college and like everyone was just so far away, I was like making like almost like desperate attempts to just like connect myself with people. So I was like, Courtney, who I haven't talked to in a while, like they're in Chicago. I was like, let's grab food. And then like when some people graduated and they started like trickling down to, like slowly into Illinois, I was like, hey, let's get lunch. I was like, let's check in and things like that. So I don't know. it's almost selfish in a way, because it's like, yeah, I genuinely do want to check in with that person, but then it's also kind of a little selfish intent for me, because it's like I want to be like included and feel like, you know, belonging in some sort of way, that like I just wanted to like be with people, right?
Yeah.
But then it kind of came to the point where like eventually as I kind of grew out of like that insecurity, because for a while I think I've talked about this with Sush a lot, is that sometimes it gets really exhausting, like, you know, having to text people first, having to like be the first one to like, hey, can we get food and like hang out this Saturday? And then, you know, when that date is over with that person, you never hear from them again. So it's like, well, shoot, now I gotta text them next month, or like, well, I did this thing. I was like, maybe I'm not a good enough friend for them, and that's when that, for me personally, I get into this toxic like mental trait of like thinking I'm a terrible friend. It's like, well, I did these things for this person, am I not good enough to like hang out with again or text and XYZ? So that was something I struggled with. And then as of the past like year or so, I think I've come to terms with like, well, there are certain people in my life that I know that I don't have to talk to them for a full year, and I know we are still good. Like,
yeah,
like if we're changed. Right, like nothing's changed, and like I don't have to put like a whole lot of effort into like making something happen, because like life happens to people. It's like, you know, if you or any of our friends like didn't respond, I would check in. But if you're just like, I need space right now, I'd be like, okay, no questions asked. Like, you know, I'll just hope to get back to you at some point and just keep making sure you're okay. So I think like once you realize who are like the true people in your life that you want to continue being with you for the rest of your life, or for however long you want it, just continue seeking those people. Because then now post college, I had like all these people that like I would rotate through, like let's get food, and then now that list has like dwindled down a whole lot, because now I'm just like, well, now I'm more invested in these people because they've been the most consistent, the most loving, the ones I truly care about. And that made me feel more content than having this like big list of people, you know?
Yeah, no, like first and foremost, shout out to you for like, because you did say like how hard it is to initiate sometimes. Mm-hmm. And like if it weren't for you always initiating with DJ and I, dude, man, I don't know if our friendship would have stood the test of time. But I remember, I think it was my junior year, your guys' like senior year. I think we met up at Battle of the Bamboo or something. It was like the first time we had met up in a while. After I had transferred, and it was just like things hadn't changed.
Yeah.
And I think that's like when I realized it's just like, man, this is like something special, and like it's like something that like you really like have to take care of, and like, you know, like honestly like cherish, because you don't like have those kind of relationships all the time.
Right. And that's like when you know. So it's like, I think, Reed, and kind of going back to your thing, it's like if you feel like at the moment you can't find the people, and you've done all that AJ's done, like you've joined clubs or tried talking to people where you're like, okay, yeah, I've you know, found groups where like we have similar interests, but there's still no one there that I'm clicking with, right? I know a lot of people here are connecting with people like through Twitch, which is great because obviously a lot of us like gaming, a lot of us just like talking to people online, so we have like a place to connect, right? But the people that you do know that are your closest friends, like, you know, if it's like your high school friends or the one person that you usually go to, just like continue investing in them, you know?
Yeah.
Because they were in your life for a reason, and if you value them the most, right, continue like being there for them, because if it's hard for you right now, like imagine like they may be feeling the same way, right?
Yeah, and even if you're not close right now, like just DJ and I think we went for like a separation probably like close to a year, longer than that, like a year and a half, whatever. But we all came back, and it was just like when we did, we realized like it didn't matter how long we were like away for, because we all still just were our same goofy selves around each other.
Right. Yeah. And those are always like the best type of friendships. Like I hate it like when I like see someone, and like this is not to anyone like in particular, but it's like, you know, you're like, oh man, like things were just so great when you were like in college or high school, but then you see them now and you're like, oh hey, how's the weather? And then it's like, you know, you don't feel like that emotional connection, you know?
Yeah. I think Staffa puts up like a really interesting point here. He says a friend at work was telling me about this concept of a quote unquote third place to find friends. How we usually have a place for home, then for work, but we need a third place where you can connect with others, share your thoughts or dreams, and how some of the most random, meaningful friendships can be born there. And I think this quote unquote third place is like metaphorical for whatever your situation is, right? For when I was a freshman and sophomore in college, it was what was like that like the place, that the lounge that we would always sit at.
Brooks.
Brooks, yeah. Brooks Lounge was like that third place for a lot of us. After I got out of college, after my senior year, I started going to like board game stores. That became my third place. And I think that's like it's like such an interesting concept, just because like I had never thought about it, but to have it like, you know, put into words is really cool. I think now for like a lot of us, Discord is that third place,
right?
Where we can connect with like a myriad of people that can be, you know, God knows where, from across half the planet, you know, and we can connect there with like people. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I know like Twitch and Discord has been like a huge support for people, especially like with us. It's like we used to join a Filipino club in college, and we don't have that, you know. Like luckily we're fortunate that we get to connect with some people. I know you all have like little card game nights at someone's house. Granted, it kind of rotates, but you know, that could even be like a third place of some sorts, of just like this activity that connects like certain people together, right? So it could really be, it could really be anything. Yeah,
and I think going back to it, I think you just have to like put yourself out there to find that third place. Like, I think very rarely will it ever just come to you. I think you have to like try. You know, you have to go to like an after school club. You gotta, I don't know, find a Facebook group. You gotta at least try and put yourself out there and do something.
Yeah, I'm sure it gets really daunting. I was AJ and I were already talking about a little bit friendship stuff yesterday, and like I remember it was like super scary for me in high school to like make friends, because none of the people that I went to elementary school with went to my high school. So then like literally the first week of school, I was like terrified to go to the cafeteria, and I was like walking around with my backpack, and like during the whole, I think our periods were like 40-ish minutes or so, I was like walking around, hiding in the bathroom for a little bit so I didn't seem that loser that like had no friends at lunch. And then I would just like walk around again in the hallway to just like kill time. It was just so bad.
just knowing you now, and like even hearing the stories from high school and thinking like that's what you were in your first week of high school, it's just like so much growth happens even within a week, you know, for people. And it's just like so crazy to think that that's what you were like in your first week. But like now you're like, you know, a little bit more confident, and you're like, honest to God, like a community builder, like a community pillar. Aww. Like you and Janine, like there are like we have so many friends, and a lot of us are connected through the Lomi Bows, and it's like, I don't know, you guys should like take pride in that. And I don't know. Thanks for being you. Shout out your parents. Shout out Tito Jess. Shout out Tita Jen. You know, for raising good kids.
And Jenna for being there.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I think we've all experienced like loneliness in some way, and I think myself included. So I just want other people to feel belonging in some sort of fashion. So I'm very glad that during like the COVID years, which was really rough mentally for a lot of people, that like Discord and gaming was something that like brought people together, and it's actually made me reconnect with like a ton of new people and just make really new friends through here, and it's just been really exciting. So
yeah, some of my closest friends like have come out of COVID. Like it's such like an unfortunate time for a lot of people, but I'm honestly like very thankful for it. And it sounds like really weird, but I don't know. A lot of good things came out of it for me personally.
Right.
I
Right.
and and I'm sorry to those people who struggled with it and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, sometimes you gotta like find like the good and the bad. So
I agree. I didn't see it earlier again, Celine. Laura says, I compliment Jess's mom's bacon wrapped asparagus once and she loves me. Like, she just likes talking to you, Laura. I don't know what to say. Just keep gassing her up. So,
that's so funny.
yeah. So, I mean, we're already at an hour. Feel free. I know some people were kind of chipping in throughout the whole thing. But feel free if anyone has like other comments or questions for AJ and I about friendships in particular, whether it be stuff going through right now or if you were able to relate to something that we talked about. Feel free to share. But I appreciate people who chimed in. Staffa, Reed, Celine, Drew, and RC. I know you said a bit of things in Park as well. So
Yeah, Park chimed in a lot. Shout out him. Shout out
Kuya Park. And then first, AJ, we wait if people want to say something or not.
Yeah.
I guess what's your? I know we kind of sprinkled advice throughout. Oh, Chocho, welcome. Hi, how are you? I guess what's your advice for? It could just be anything. It doesn't really have to be friendship related, but it's just your words of wisdom that you would like to impart.
I think as somebody who works in like customer service, sometimes you see like the worst in people. But I bring this up because I think sometimes people are just scared of people. And I think that's social anxiety, 100% a thing. Like I had a real problem with it before, but there are honest to God some really good people out there, and yes, if you put yourself out there, you could get hurt, but I think it's always better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And you don't necessarily have to like love your best friends. I mean, I do. I love my best friends with every bit of from the very bottom of my heart.
AJ and I
God
say
bless.
I love you after we hang up.
Yeah,
Like genuinely.
I think for some people they might think that's weird, but no, I legit I love Jess, I love Sush, I love my friends, love them so much. But I think what I'm trying to say is like, don't be scared of people, because there are some really really good people out there.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna keep going or not.
No, I actually have like a good example of this.
Yeah.
There's like, I was taking the train downtown to Chicago, and I was like waiting there with like a girl that I had never met, never seen. In fact, we were like just complete strangers. We end up like, there's like a train that like shows up. Neither of us get on it, but it turns out that was the train that we were supposed to take. So that train leaves. I'm like looking it up. I'm like trying to figure out, okay, I could take this train instead. So as I'm leaving, this woman like walks up to me and she's like, hey, what's your plan, or what are you doing? And then I explained to her that I'm going to go to this other train station. And then she's like, do you mind if I hitch a ride with you? And I was like, yeah, I'm more than comfortable driving you because I know that I'm not a bad person. But like, what surprised me was that she would ask like a complete stranger to do that for her. To just drive her out to the station.
Right.
She had full faith in me, that I would be, not some like murderer, or like or serial killer.
Right.
So I in fact I like asked her about it, like, why did you trust me, or like, what if I was, a really scary person?
Right.
And she was just like, you'd be surprised that more often than not people are good,
Oh, what a positive way of like viewing people, because there's a lot of cynical people too.
Yeah, and I think maybe sometimes that's like what's like holding people away from putting themselves out there or like trying to make friends. I think if you just believe in the fact that good people still exist, then it makes it a little bit easier to approach people or to put yourself out there.
Right. That's awesome. Chocho said that was cute.
Yeah, I think that's like one of my favorite stories to tell.
I love it. Mine is for today. I shared one last week, but this is the one that was inspired by Shiro, who I'm not sure if they are still in here or not, but if not, this is inspired by Shiro, who said, let me scroll up what they said specifically. It was about the hill. Oh, it's like if there was a hill, I would find a way to like go around it or something like that. As someone who also prefers the road less traveled, I sometimes I wear a dress and people are like, "Oh, why you look so good today? Who you dressing up for?"
Aww.
And things like that. But the true reason I wore a dress that day is because it takes the least amount of effort, right? Like I've shared this story so many times. I was like, it is such a drag to put on a shirt, put on like pants, and then like girls have to wear a sports bra too, socks, sweater, things like that. It is such a pain. So when it's like summertime and I can afford to like wear a dress because of the weather, you just slip on one thing and then you glow all of a sudden, right? So sometimes the secret is less is more, right? like you don't have to do all these things to impress people. Just go simple, and you don't try so hard to get up that hill. Ask Miso if her socks are matching. They are.
Oh man, I was about to lose my mind if they didn't.
They are actually. Chocho said, oh sorry, go ahead.
I am so jealous of girls. I personally don't feel comfortable wearing a dress, but if I did, I would rock a dress like every day.
Right? It's just so easy, dude. It's just so easy.
Are you kidding me?
Chocho's socks don't match today. That's okay.
Honey, you gotta go fix that. We have to remedy this right now.
I don't judge you, Chocho, because there are days I don't have matching socks too.
No, this is not okay. Take a break from the stream. Come back after your socks match.
No, she said they never match, honestly. But she also said, I saw something today that made me feel better about the world too. Do you mind sharing?
I'm being kicked. Okay, share your thing, fix your socks, and then you won't be kicked. We'll re-invite you.
Which, by the way, Chocho, I made you mods, but somehow it didn't work.
There was one time, I think it was my birthday, not this year, but last year. Bryce came to my birthday party with mismatched socks, and then I gave him a new pair of socks that did match.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I'm just like, no.
What's it? Oh, Chocho, we were asking, what's the thing
that made you feel better about the world?
Yes. And then it's Choco.
Yeah, I keep hearing you call her Chocho, and I'm like, is it Chocho or Choco?
It's definitely Choco, but I met Choco through Gabe's stream, and he calls her Chocho and occasionally Choo Choo. So then I started calling them Chocho, who I'm actually getting food with on Thursday. They live not too far, without doxing her, because
very good, well done.
Yep.
I am curious to hear what she has to say, but they say, okay, but anyway, today in the morning on the train, there was a guy in a wheelchair who needed help getting on the train.
Ooh. Oh, okay, I was she's gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'm like, cliffhanger. He, by some miracle of God, was able to stand. Oh, and like a whole group of people like banded together to help him.
Oh, that's cute. It just the story that you were saying and like this like reminds me of, like, it's like so much easier like when you were like a kid and you just like go to the park and then like I just remember this clearly in my brain that like I think my uncle and my dad were playing basketball together at the park, and then of course they bring me and Janine along, and I think there were just some kids at the playground that were also just there, but then all of a sudden we're like, hey, do you want to play freeze tag? And then there was just at least like 7 of us who were just playing freeze tag together, and it was just like great. And then you like leave and you're like, bye friends, and you're like, who's that? I'm like, I don't know.
Why is it so much easier as like a kid?
I think at that point it's like, you know, you don't really think, you don't become self-conscious about like who you are, right? It's like you don't care about how you look that day. I mean, maybe there's some kids nowadays that do, right? But at least for me, I was like I'm wearing my limited to like blue cat shirt with Skechers, and like the world is and the world is great.
Why? I'm like, why am I picturing the exact same outfit? Because I was about to say Skechers too.
It was the time. It was like, or it was like for us, it was like Payless or something.
Yeah.
Jojo said it was cute too because it was like a bunch of people just helping this guy. And yes, wheelchairs are very heavy. I am very aware wheelchairs are indeed very heavy. So that's really awesome that people just did a good deed today. So
yeah, legit wheelchairs are very heavy. As somebody who has to like work with people with, you know, with limited mobility and has to help people with wheelchairs, yes, wheelchairs are very heavy, but it is always like super endearing when you see like a group of people coming together, because sometimes you'll see it and like in my line of work you'll see like randos come together to help people, and it's just like it'll always like, you know, renew my faith in humanity.
Oh, I know. W people for today. W people. Well, that is our 1 hour of our motivational topic for today on friendships. Big claps to my best friend AJ, aka Moxie. Feel free
Big claps to you too. Thanks for having me and starting this. You know?
Of course, yeah. No, this was super fun. So, you know, please give him a follow. He hasn't streamed since like COVID, but you can follow him anyway. But to end things on like a little bit more of a fun note, I had 3 potential games that we could play, or maybe we could do 2 out of the 3. So one of them was, how well do you know your best friend quiz questions, or who is most likely to, or it doesn't even have to be about us. We could do the push the button game.
I want to do I think the how well you know your best friends, or like who's more likely to, would be fun for us and for chat. If you could like do like a poll, I think that'd be really funny.
Okay. I'm clapping more than my hands. Thank you, Jojo. This is why I made you mod, because all the people who are my mods right now are people I know in IRL, and they're just too busy. And then there's Reed, and Reed's not here right now, and he's an L mod. L mod Reed. Yes, I see. He even knows he's L mod.
Thanks for the SO. Thanks for the shout out, Choco.
Yeah, I know that she can do that a lot better than I can. I'm just like, oh shoot, I totally forgot to shout out like a ton of other people. That's okay.
L streamer.
Hey yo. Okay.
Hey, watch how you talk to my best friend like that.
It's okay. Reed's gonna be like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do, Grandpa? That's literally what I hear him saying right now. He's typing furiously.
Ban him, cancel him.
Hold on, I'm pulling up.
You just won't be invited to the next thing, our next little hangout.
It's funny because he wants to host for Christmas. So
he won't be invited to his own thing that he's hosting.
Hold on, I wanted to...
We'll be at his place without him.
Okay. I don't know how... Chocho, I don't know how familiar you are with, like, polls, and this is something that we might not be able to do, like, today, but we could figure it out at some point, but,
People can always just type.
Oh, you're right. There's not that many people in here. Never mind. Chocho, don't worry about it.
But if you do know how to do it, go for it.
Okay. Some of these are like... I don't know.
Is it like personal between like you and DJ, or like
No.
do I have to choose between you and DJ, or?
No, I don't think so. If you want, you can like search up like your own questions, and then we could just like do a few. Because some of these are kind of lame. Like, well, actually no.
A lame one.
Well, okay, maybe this isn't lame, but what would be a lame one here? Maybe it's not that lame, or maybe I just think it's lame.
Stop it! Just realizing that he's a mod. Congratulations.
Oh dear God! See, it's like I just called out everyone who has a sword, and then they just all of a sudden woke up. They're like, "Oh, dear God, I have this sword."
Oh my gosh! I have to be here and attentive. It's like a work meeting.
You're totally fine. Let's see. One of them is like. Oh well, one of them was like, back then, did you think we'd be friends for this long?
No.
But I think you could say that for like anyone, right? Like,
right, yeah. I don't think I necessarily had picked you out as like my best friend forever.
Right. Not taken.
No, yeah, no,
right.
I certainly didn't think I'd be as friends with your boyfriend as long as I have been.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him for also being that person that would always initiate with me and would always check up with me, because you did mention how hard that is. But your boyfriend was always really good about making sure that I always felt included.
Right. Let's see. I got you, says Sush. Let's see.
Thanks, dog.
Wait.
You.
I think these are questions that like I ask you, but then you answer what I would answer.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun too. I like that.
Okay. We'll start with something easy. Who would I invite to my fantasy dinner party?
All right. Well, my snap answer was Tom Holland.
Oh, that one's pretty good too. My first one was V from BTS, but Tom Holland like is actually like a close, like they're both equal.
I thought it would be like, Tom Holland, because like I feel like well, I don't know how well V speaks English, so maybe
he's learning.
Right? So I thought like with Tom, you just have like a lot of fun. You guys could like, you guys speak the same first language. You guys like, can joke, and stuff. There's like no communication barrier. Oh, look, shout out!
Oh my gosh!
He's got it figured out.
See, I don't even know how you did that. I will predict. Oh no, I can't predict. This is my thing. I can't predict. You're the best.
Predict. How do I put all my points into this? Predict with a custom amount.
You're gonna bet all your.
I'm gonna bet how many points do I got? I got 500.
Shoko, your generation is so good at this. Sush, you make us sound hella old. I think for you,
mine's hard. Right?
I was gonna say
I got interests everywhere, baby, and most of them aren't even real people.
I was actually going to say someone who was not real.
Oh, that's how good of a friend you are. You already know.
Yeah. It has to definitely be like one of like whichever lesbian duo that you're into at the moment. So honestly, like that'd be like super fun. Just like I would say like a tea party, but just like the three of you all just like talking and vibing, just getting drinks. Actually, I'm just thinking like brunch and like mimosas, and like the three of you just like chatting. What's better than one lesbian? Two lesbians.
I think like that's like honestly it does sound like me, because one, like my favorite genre in anime and manga, light novels is Yuri, or like the girl on girl love. But I think I'd be honestly a good third wheel. I think part of it is that like whenever I've hung out with Evan and Neen or you and Sush, I've never felt like third wheel, fifth wheel. It's like you guys have like always just made me feel like, like a friend. I feel good. I feel comfortable. Not like weird or something. Or out of place. So
That's funny.
Renzo is a really good third wheel. Every time I've like dragged him into like either like a weird movie night or like
Yeah.
or something like that, Renzo has great third wheel.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
He's the homie.
Let's see. Which game or reality show would I do best on?
Game like.
It says like game show or reality show.
Okay, because I was like, I don't want to put Jess in Dead by Daylight.
No. I think it's like Price is Right, Jeopardy type of thing.
What's the I don't know. Is it like Streamer Camp? Is that the thing that Fuslie did?
Is that a reality show?
Well, reality show. I think people like think of reality show as like these like high drama stuff, but I think the definition of reality TV is just like TV that isn't like animated.
That's true. That's true. I know that I haven't watched it, but there's this one show where like a ton of people are like living in like a house together. And it's nothing like in terms of like relationships, but they're just kind of like all bonding, and it's like co-ed. It's a Japanese show and I can't think of it. Hold on.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of this. It's not Terrace House, right?
It is Terrace House.
Okay. Are you saying that I would do well on that one, or are you saying you would?
I think like just more like I don't know like if that one particular, but something where you would like interact and just like mingle with people, like something like social, because I can't see you doing like any like sort of physical activity or like. Not
that I couldn't. Just saying.
Yeah, like you could definitely do. Like I wouldn't put myself on like Survivor. Like I would die. Or what else? Like I definitely don't have the smarts to do like, I don't know.
Choco's so funny. She's like, okay, but these aren't questions I can make predictions or polls about.
Oh. No, you're good. We
have this for next time, so we're good.
What the heck, Chocho? Why would you do that? What the? I literally make you mod one day and you subbed. Thank you. Wow.
I think
Chocho's
Terrace
the
House.
best.
She is. Don't know her, but I believe it. Take my best friend's word for it.
I got paid. What you mean? What you mean?
Shout out.
Save your money. Save it for our food on Thursday.
Bread.
Save it for our food on Thursday.
I think we both have a lot of fun on Terrace House, right? It's just like we're both just like easy to get along with. Low drama.
Yeah, just something where I would hate to be in like a reality show with like I don't know, where I just hate the people there. I'm just like, pay me quick and I just need to get out of here fast.
There's like a Korean jungle survival show, and I'm like, Jess wouldn't live in that one. She wouldn't survive.
No, I think the only one that would have like some sort of physical activity that I would love to do is Amazing Race. But good God, you'll know I'm gonna get lost in like Thailand. Like
that's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anyone that you'd want to be on. Yes, Amazing Race. Good show.
I think Terrace House is a really good one. There was like that season in Hawaii that I loved.
Yeah, my coworker was talking about it like a while ago, and he's like, yeah, it's like not a lot of drama, and it's just like, it's not like anyone's like trying to compete over like love. It's just like everyone just like is just there chilling, and it's just like the relationships of like bonding with people you barely know. So.
Yeah, I think it was really funny because Renzo was the one that introduced me to that show, and I think for the people that know Renzo, he'd be like the last person you'd expect to like enjoy a show like that.
Right.
But no, I think that's a fun one because some of them go in with like the expectation for love, but like some of them are just kind of like there to like, you know, catch a vibe and, you know, find friendship. And like that's like what this whole topic has been about today.
Right. Jojo wants to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You go, queen.
It sounds like a nice life, you know, because it's just like you're just like, aren't you just like, maybe I have the concept incorrect, but aren't you just the trophy wife?
Essentially, Jojo just wants to marry a rich man and do nothing.
Amen, sister. That's my dream. I want to be a stay-at-home dad. That's the dream. Where's Sushil?
There he is.
Yup.
That's his dream too.
Hey, you go, King. I know. We share the same dream.
They should make that Real House Husbands of Beverly Hills. It would like, wouldn't be surprised if we never saw Denise Richards again. I don't even know who that is. I'm dead.
Oh,
that's so funny. If I became president, what do you think I'd do first?
Oh, hell no, you take a nap, dog.
That's obviously true. Imagine like I campaigned all this time and I was like, all right, let's celebrate. And then, yeah, I'd sleep.
Passes out. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, dude, she'd be campaigning. She won, and she'd be excited and shit, but like,
yeah,
exhausted.
I don't know what you would do. The first thing you do? Uncultured? I am uncultured. I know shit about like anything.
For real. You hit me with a reference or a quote, I probably wouldn't have known it.
Yeah. I don't know. What would be the first thing you do as president?
Something irresponsible. I'd break some sort of rule somewhere. You know that National Treasure? Like, I think they had like a book in the desk or something.
Yeah.
I'd reveal it. What's the secrets in this book?
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. And you're like, no, sir, you are the president's like, I am the president's. I can't steal it.
I'd be like, CIA, FBI, get on this. Take that lemon juice and start rubbing that lemon juice on the back of that thing. Let's figure out what this map says.
That movie is so good.
I watched it a lot, I think, in middle school and high school. That was like the default movie.
This was a simple one. Am I a cookie, ice cream, or cake person?
Cookie, ice cream, or cake? You an ice cream person.
Out of the three, I would say so.
Yeah.
I'm torn between cookie and ice cream for you, but I think Sush is more of the cookie person, so I think you're an ice cream person.
That's why you my best friend.
Hey, let's go.
Because I was like, when I heard the options, I'm like, those aren't necessarily her favorite desserts.
Yeah.
Out of them.
I hate cake. Like, oh, George, you love cake. Got a fatty.
Fatty.
JK, your ass flat.
Safa
said AJ will replace college essays with how applicants play their test hands in Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm dead. That's so good. Wait, your brain is so big, Safa. That is so funny. I fucking love that. You are too funny. If I became president, the priorities would be in the wrong place. I can guarantee.
So these are a little bit personal.
How many lands they play in Commander? You're funny, Sush.
What do I order at a bar?
All right. Well, my snap reaction is just a beer.
Yeah. If it wasn't Sush ordering for me, I would say a beer. Yeah. Yeah. See, depending where we are, you've been ordering that. Back then, you were ordering that little whiskey drink a lot, but then you've been also into like peach, like sultry drinks. If we're just like here, but I feel like if we're out at a bar,
but we're at a bar though.
Yeah.
So
you're a little like old fashioned whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, you even know the name of it. Look at you.
Easy.
Man, dude, we are good best friends. Shit.
Uh,
What was the question? Because Sushi's calling BS on me.
Church is a baby, I don't drink. Wait, what?
What was the question one more time? What's the first thing you order, or what's the first drink you order?
Oh no, what do I order at a bar? Not all bars have fries.
I've definitely been to a couple bars that didn't have French fries.
Yeah, maybe popcorn, but not all have fries. So, sushi, you are wrong.
I see peanuts a lot too.
That too. Let's do two more. One of them is, if I died, what would you want of mine? So essentially, what's something that you own that I want from you?
Something that I own? Oh god.
See, and I'm trying to think like what you have.
Something that I own that you would want from me? I'm like of two minds right now, cause it's like you don't have your RAV4 yet, so it's like I feel like you would want Sasha.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then I'm of the other mind that she would just want my cousins.
I like how you went with like not necessarily like objects. Granted, your car is an object, but
Granted, they both have real names.
Chocho wants your Pikachu.
This is one of my most prized possessions. Like, when I turned 21, when I celebrated with it was like, I just knows I'm very close to all of my cousins. They're like honest to God, like siblings for me. And my girlfriend at the time also, that like we went to Dave and Buster's, and it was like the big prize at the top that I had never gotten, because I mean, God bless, I'd be like playing skee ball or like shooting hoops, and I wouldn't get enough tickets. Anyways, I was like, oh wow, look at that. So then all the cousins and my girlfriend at the time came together, and like we're like, okay guys, we're gonna get all these tickets for AJ. So they all came together and got me that Pikachu.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and love that Pikachu. Is there anything else? I think Sushi's really funny. He said, just say his MTG collection, because that's probably worth over $10,000.
Sheesh. I didn't know that. I don't even know what that is. I can't even tell you what MTG is. That
It's like cardboard, like cards. They're just like cards.
Yeah, I know, but what does MTG stand for?
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, see, I should have known that. I was literally watching something that was like a Metal Gear, whatever the game.
No, I think that might be the most valuable thing I own. But I don't think that's the thing that Jess would pick.
Definitely not.
No, I think it's my cousins. I think you'd specifically want the mandalas.
I think and not Jigs.
No, we'll leave Jags out of it, and we might even leave Bien out of it too.
I think your family, and then I'll just take your whole board game collection.
That's a good one. Albeit it like exists at your place.
Right, so I'm just gonna like collect like the remaining, which is the majority. So
No, it's definitely not the. I think you own like maybe 60% at your place.
Oh my god, that's
maybe 55, but it's like I think a slight majority over in Gurney.
I'm dead. I don't know what's in my house that you would want. I bequeath you Jer if you would like to keep him, and Thomas. Sue said me.
That was like my snap pick. I think that would be what I would say. Yeah. I think Sush would be what I want of yours. It's hard for me not to say like I don't want Janine or like your family, because God, your family's amazing. Your house is really nice too.
Yeah, I mean, if my parents move out, you could have the house. You have to run by Sush though, but you could live in the house with Sush.
take Choco, I would. Shit, you asking me to ask you on a date?
No. She's the cousin. She's a cousin.
Oh shit.
She's the new cousin.
The new cousin, like blood cousin?
No. Oh, we could be.
In a wheelchair?
Chocho's not even Filipino.
I mean, like, there's gotta be... You've definitely called somebody Tito, but they're not actually your blood Tito. That's just like how Filipino families work.
Right. So essentially, she is cousin.
Cousin.
Stop it, you're so dumb. She just said, we are the Marquette. Okay, let's do one more.
We are Marquette. Marquette lost, Safa.
Okay, this is more of a future one. It says, when we're 85 years old, what will we be doing together?
We'll be 6 feet under.
Well, you don't think we're gonna live to 100?
No, I'm telling you, dog. You'll be visiting me, but I'll be in the grave.
No, what the heck? Okay, but hypothetically, if we were to be alive at least until 90, what do you think we would be doing as elderly?
Dude, we'd be reliving the glory days, no cap. We would be like sitting around at like a table, either like I think we'd be like eating like Choco Tacos or something. It'd be like incredibly delirious and delusional.
Right.
At 85.
Oh man, imagine 85, like the world has like changed, like Choco Tacos like have been gone, and then they came back, and they were gone again, and then by the time we're like 85, they resurfaced. We're just like the three of us like reminisce.
Legit, it would be like us three gray-haired out of our mind and probably like dumb as shit, and you know.
Susan trying not to aspirate on our food. Chocho will take care of us.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Chocho's not that much younger.
Pickleball.
Yo, you make it sound, Chocho, you make it sound like we're like you're way younger than us.
Yeah, no, I think if I'm not already in my grave and you're visiting me with flowers and DJ, I think it'd be Choco Tacos at a octagonal wooden table.
At a wooden table?
Yeah, or you know, like I imagine some sort of brown table. I think you and DJ will still be pretty spry. But I think my knees will give out by then if I'm still alive.
Yeah, I feel like we'll just still be like playing like games, like just whatever the games is for the end of time.
Yeah, we'll still be playing Uno.
Yeah, I think that one won't die. We're just, like 85 years old. What the heck, Don coming in with?
Don saying my knees finna give out, bruh.
Gonna give out next week too. That's crazy.
No, it'll be my back. It'll be my back before my knees.
Hello, Donald. Welcome.
Excited silver ponytail. He's cutting it.
Yeah, DJ and I are actually gonna get haircuts this Saturday. Actually,
they're both going buzz.
Yes. Well, no. Wait, now I'm getting it buzz, but he is cut. We are cutting it. Yes, we are both cutting our hairs, so no silver ponytail.
Jess is gonna like go for like the Vi haircut where she'll have one side.
No, I am not that cool to do that.
What do you mean, best friend? You're like the coolest person I know.
Yeah, but not like that level of like. That's like very intense.
All right, what if I did it?
You look great. Like hands down, you would look great. Yeah. I've seen you in like 10 different haircuts, and I think you rock all of them. I don't think my self is ready to do that sort of thing.
I'm a big fan of what I got going on right now. I like this.
Yeah, literally, I've seen you with like some sort of form of a mohawk, and then you have like the long-ish hair, but it's not a mohawk or not mohawk,
Yeah.
right?
I've had like
mullet.
Yeah, I've had like like right now, like I had like a longer mullet before. Now this is like kind of like a pseudo like short mullet, the modern mullet, I guess you'd call it. You've seen me with like the buzz, the sport buzz where it's like a little bit longer, the kind of like the I don't know, like kind of like the comb over, but it's like a really short comb over.
The
Yep,
short comb over.
you've seen me with like the big comb over where we're going for like the volume. There's been a lot of haircuts.
You gotta get that wolf cut. I don't think I can rock it. I really don't.
The wolf cut looks sick.
It does look sick.
I want a wolf cut.
I just don't think I can do it personally.
I don't think Jess would want to do the, because you can't just like wake up with a wolf cut, because you gotta like style it every morning, and I don't think Jess would want to do that.
Yeah. You've had one? Made you feel so hot?
I bet you were. I bet you were, Queen. The wolf cut is sick.
You have to show me a picture sometime, Chocho. Hi, Jojo. We have Chocho and Jojo. Yes, this is AJ, my best friend. He does have the giant Pikachu in the background. Who, by the way, Jojo, I know I said I was going to do this last time, but Jojo has amazing music on Spotify. Chocho, do you mind shouting out Jojo really quick? Her music is so good. Yes.
You said on Spotify?
Yeah, like Jojo legit singer.
You should have JoJo, dude, sing you an intro or like cook you up a beat for an intro to Miso Motivational. That'd be sick.
Well, actually, you know what? One of her songs. Let's see. Jojo, do you mind if I play it?
No copyright, you know.
I literally had it. Sure? Okay, sweet. Hold on. How the heck do I do this? Where the heck is my Discord app?
Also, for people keeping track, there's like a giant burrito in the background. I don't know if you can see him, but...
Spotify.
Oh, Jess, it's your bedtime.
I know, it's okay. I still got like an hour. If I can like get in bed in like the next 30 minutes or so, it's all good. Oh, Jojo, how's your day going though? I forgot to ask you.
Jojo, Moxie's camera quality is better than my eye. This isn't even my good lens. I got if I took out my good lens, god dang.
Then give me your bad one. Let's see.
For science purposes, where do I live? You talking to me? You talking to Jess? Who we talking to?
Who asked?
Choco.
Choco, I told you this already. I tell you Thursday when I see you.
Not gonna rob you.
I literally had this.
I've got a Sony A7S II. This is like my really nice camera. I've got my fixed focal lens. Or no, not this one. This one isn't fixed focal. This is an 18 to 135. This is a really nice lens.
Oh my god, bro. What the heck just happened to my Discord? Jojo, where you going on vacation? And then, Jojo, what's your Spotify name? For some reason, I don't know why it's not popping up.
What? I'm going on a vacation to Japan and Korea.
I'm
When's
jealous.
Danny going? When's Danny going? Danny's also going to Korea.
He's going to Korea this weekend, I think.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah.
God, man. Y'all killing it, man. I'm jealous.
Oh,
albeit Jess and I could just fly standby going to Korea or Japan and pay like a quarter of the price.
I would love to. Okay. Let me... I'm gonna lower the live music here. Then I'll raise this. Alright, This is the one song that I listened from JoJo. It's called "She's Beautiful." She's so talented. I don't know how you're gonna listen to AJ unless you're listening to my stream. So, but yeah, it's really good.
Is it a cover?
No, well, actually, I don't know. I think he wrote these songs.
Beautiful, it's true.
It's definitely not that.
No? I could have sworn there's a song. I'm sure there's a song out there called "She's Beautiful."
I'm sure.
Oh my god, so weird to hear that. That's awesome.
It's just so pretty. You're embarrassed? No, I said I was going to do it during my next stream. You're so freaking talented.
Oh, she's got like a really nice like. I have no musical knowledge, but she sounds great. Holy moly. It's like that like really deep, like velvety, like oh, it sounds good.
Yes, please go follow JoJo.
If the Pikachu master, oh, well, I wholeheartedly accept you for who you are, not just for your talents. Yeah, that is a sneak peek. Go follow her on Spotify. Drop the link.
I don't have the link. This is hold on. Oh, actually, I'm literally a grandma.
You have yeah, it says JoJo DM you. DM you on.
No, I got it.
Oh, she good for it.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. I'll be clicking the link.
But yeah. So I know you came in. Wait, did I do something wrong? I'm pretty sure that was it.
How are you listening?
Wait, what just happened? I'm so confused.
You're so funny.
How are you listening to? What do you mean?
She means like if you're listening to it on Spotify, you already have the link. Like it's there already.
Well, because I was literally gonna copy and paste the link from the web bar, but then I was like, oh no, you have to click on like share or something.
You're so funny.
It makes sense like on my phone. I'm literally a grandma. But
man.
So I did the same thing.
I love my best friend. I love that she's a boomer.
Don, do not make fun of me.
Man, y'all funny.
Alrighty. Did you wanted to do one more? We could just end, honestly. No, you're amazing, JoJo.
We protect Boomer Jess.
I really am. This is true. I don't use any of the tech. Oh well, no, I lied. I'm wearing the Apple Watch.
I heard you used the controller I got you. That feels like a W.
I have used the controller. The iPad has been kind of sitting in the dust for a little bit. That's okay.
So funny.
iPad, yes. Well, okay, I used it a lot, Chocho, but then COVID still exists, but now I don't have to use it as much.
iPad kid for real.
Did you have a Zune? What is that?
Jess, your age is showing.
Is it?
I don't know what the hell it is either.
Oh, an MP3 player? I don't actually never knew the name of it as a kid.
It wasn't just called an MP3 player?
Like I had something, but I never knew the name of it.
I had an MP3 player.
I did too, but I think it was just like a cheap version that like my parents got.
No, Zune. Now that you mention it, Zune like looks familiar.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I legit had one of those.
I don't think I had a Zune. We definitely just had like some sort of like cheap like whatever Walmart was back then. Microsoft.
I think Walmart was still Walmart back in our day.
Yeah, it was something like I think you had to like connect it to like the computer, like same thing with like that old iPods back then. Y'all old, I know, Chocho. We that old. This is why I made you mod, because the rest of us are too old. Like, I can't even figure out how to do anything else.
That's too funny. How are you listening to it then, Jess? That's so funny.
But it's funny because Reed is around the same age as Chocho, and he does shit. Maybe I need to make Don my mod too.
Yeah, you gotta revoke his mod privileges.
I know. I need to replace him.
I think we've said everything we wanted to say. I think, I hope that we've helped people. And even if we didn't, I had fun talking to my best friend.
I know. I did too. I genuinely had a lot of fun. So, yeah. So Don wanted a TLDR for the VOD. So in short, we were just kind of talking about, backtrack. So for anyone who is here for the first time, last week on Monday, I kickstarted Miso Motivational to just kind of put us into the right mindset for the start of the week. Last week, I was talking with Sush, aka my boyfriend, about generational trauma and just like the impacts of our parents' traumas onto us and their expectations on their kids and how we are affected by that. And then today, I brought in AJ, aka my best friend, to talk about specifically about friendships. So we touched upon like maybe 3 different aspects of friendships. We talked about like how we use friends as like a support system whenever we need that. So we talked about how do we not burden our friends or feel like we are burdening our friends, and then it transitions to how do we get friends if like we're feeling lonely, or for those of you who don't have like a circle of friends. So AJ touched a lot upon like being able to find groups of people or putting yourself out there to see what communities are there that has similar interests as you. We also touched upon briefly about toxic friend circles and like how to find like good people in your life and making sure that like you keep the people that are in your life like close to you, essentially. So I don't know if I'm missing anything, AJ.
No, I think those were our topics, and you covered them really well.
Yeah, and then we just did some kind of like little, questions? How well do you know your best friend? We did like a few questions of those.
And we nailed every question. We nailed every one of those.
I would say so. I mean, unless it's like what's your favorite color type of question? I don't know. One of them, like, I literally looked at a website. It was like, do you have your best friend's number memorized? And I was like, hell no. I was like, I don't even have Sush's number memorized.
Dude, I barely have Jess's address memorized.
I know.
And I'm over at her place once a month.
I'm new here, first time chatter. No, you're not, Chocho. There's no reason you would get that green sword otherwise. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No, thank you. And thank you for everyone that was in here. Freaking Chocho with the sub and new mod. And for Dan for hopping in, Jojo, Sush, who else is here? Stuff. And then everyone who was here earlier in the stream. What is AJ, why? Oh, my overlay isn't. What the heck? Thank you.
You deserve it, best friend.
Oh, thank you so much. That's bothering me that the alert box is all the way. Hold on.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then thank you for everyone else who has just been lurking and chilling. Again, our goal for this is just like, hopefully it impacts at least one person, and you can carry on whatever words of wisdom we share throughout the week. And again, if no one does listen to this and no one cares too much, I had a lot of fun, and I actually feel really energized. And for those of you who didn't know, I woke up this morning at like 4:30, so I am just really like alive now. So
Yeah.
and I don't know why my notification didn't work for this, but thank you HipDeadpool23 for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yes, first 5 a.m. workout queen. I don't know what happened. So, all right. So we're gonna end it. We are going to find someone to raid. My friend Lily is on, but I'm trying to. Last week we actually raided a mental health streamer, and they were great. Sorry, Trisha, I didn't make a command for raids just yet, so you can play around with a raid message. I trust you. So we're gonna find someone hopefully of similar I literally, Chocho, it's like a combination of me being a boomer and me not having any time.
So funny.
Alright, we're gonna search for someone really quick.
Cole.
Cole, literally the only time you come in here is if you talk shit.
Honestly, Cole, I appreciate you. You sing really well. I think you're a good kid. I hope you're doing well.
I hope that test you had today went fantastic, actually.
I love it when Jess talks shit because it's always just compliments.
Yeah. And I hope the test you have tomorrow is also pretty good too.
Jess is the definition of killing with kindness.
Oh, this person's avatar looks really cute, but they're like little VTuber thing.
Oh, mental health VTuber?
This person looks cozy. I don't know what game they're playing, but let's see. If anyone has suggestions for someone, Cole, I literally gave you the option to like tell me what you want as your command, and you didn't, so that's what you get. So,
Command Cole.
Yeah, if you claim however many channel points, you can make your own command. I am trying to. Honestly, this girl's. If anyone has a recommendation for a mental health streamer, or at least has the tag mental health,
Insta nudes. Safa dropped a link.
Oh, I did see them earlier. They seemed like a pretty big one. I kind of want a more low-key person.
Just find someone with like one watcher, one viewer.
They're a TikTok dancer too. Oh, thank you, Chocho. I trusted you, my friend, and was betrayed. Trusted you to make a nice command. How foolish I was.
Top anime betrayals.
I'm sure Chocho can make a nice second command for you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and these are the top 10 anime betrayals of all time.
Let's see.
Top one anime betrayal.
Top one anime. Cole, it all started when Artie's cow came into our lives. Shoot, honestly, I'm drawn between the really aesthetic PNG tuber or this other one. Let me see how many followers this one girl has.
I gotta scroll up and find that link for JoJo. Somebody drop that link again.
Oh, I still have it. Shoshu is mod. I am not safe. Wait, I have the link.
Nice. Got it.
I got it.
Beep. Yee. Ah, he's cute.
I'm torn. Actually,
I feel like we're gonna be here forever.
I know. I literally found one because my thing is not. It's taking 10 hours to load. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Chocho. Oh my god, I don't have the filter. Mental health. 10 hours later. I should put that as a thing. My god, my computer is lagging. Please, mental health.
My mental health is lagging.
My mental health is deteriorating because I can't.
Because of this lag.
Like 13. See, none of them are really like talking about mental health. Like the person I had like she was really cool. Oh, that's funny. I see us.
Hey, shout out the first 2-hour episode.
How about this person?
Why are you coming at me?
Let's... Man, all of them have like hella followers. You have a recommendation, AJ?
You should raid Quarter Jade.
Quarter Jade? There's no way. No way.
I'm dead.
Oh my god, literally... This sucks. Actually sucks.
I don't know, I feel like you've chosen a hard topic.
Raid Cole. Knowing Cole, he's gonna wait until Lily is done streaming and then stream at like 11:30 p.m. CST.
Is Cole not live right now?
No. Well, actually, no. I don't think he would stream because he has a test tomorrow.
Now he's gonna stream just to prove you wrong.
You're right, and then I'm gonna be in bed.
We really gotta have these like go-tos.
I know. Well, because I just want to try someone new. So.
Oh my goodness! I clicked the IRL tab in Twitch and it was the wrong decision.
Oh, that's
Oh god.
Oh
Never
god.
click the IRL tab.
Yeah, there's just some. They're like, I think mental health was. They're not really talking about mental health. They're just kind of like, yeah, we're gaming, and mental health is my thing here. So.
Yeah, you know, they support mental health.
Right, right. Lots of D&D players.
Hey, if you ever need like something to connect with people on, there are these D&D parties that you can just go into at board game stores and they'll just take you in.
That's true. Is the TikTok dancer off the table? Just because he has like bigger, I just would rather have like a smaller person to raid.
Small streamer.
Small streamer. That guy is very popular.
Where's Bryce?
Yeah, tell him to go come back to Twitch. Get off of YouTube.
I'm gonna text Bryce.
Oh, hold on. I think I found some.
Down rapidly in the span of like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, this person is sewing an Eevee bag, and they're making a little cosplay thing.
Hey, it's 100%.
I like their Discord. Very colorful, LGBTQ friendly.
So my high today was 149.
They look lovely.
And it's currently 104.
I bet they are.
My low was while sleeping.
Stop it, please. Okay, we're gonna raid someone named Garish Geek. Kindly say bye bye to
right now is
Moxie, aka AJ. And then we will tune out of here in just a bit. So again, thank you to everyone for coming here. Kindly copy the message from thanks Celine, from Chocho, our newest mod. Very, very thankful for you all. And then next week, I don't know what our next topic is going to be, but be on the lookout for it. Yeah, it's just something that I've just been really excited about. So thank you, Cole. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Let me type in the person so that we can get going in here.
More than just hypertension going on.
And then also copy my raid message. So
ADHD.
good night, y'all. You're the best.
And POTS and EDS and rheumatoid arthritis. And
Night,
family
Jojo.
conditions, 'cause I have
Bye,
psoriatic
Staff. Bye,
arthritis.
Jojo. Bye,
all
Sush.
run
Bye,
together.
Celine.
tend
Bye,
to run together.
Cole. Read if you're still
And
there.
you may catch me while you're sleeping, which is the sad part.
Alright,
These were all
Garish,
waking hours.
Geek.
Oh yeah. When
They are
my
doing some
sleeping heart
Pokemon
rate-
crafting.
My sleeping heart rate is
Bye bye.
always
Love you all.
Well,
We
not
will
always,
get
but
this
most of
raid
the time.
started.
Love you too, best friend.
should
Love
probably
you.
Do something about that.
Have a good night.
I'd
And
rather you not
3
pass
seconds.
away with a heart attack at 42.
Peace.
Sitting in a